Hello, this is Intuitive Anna Priscilla. As my little introduction stated, I'm taking some time off, but like everybody, I've been soul sick with what's happening in the Middle East, not only there, but in other war zones around the world. We have Ukraine, we have suffering everywhere. So I wanted to ask the higher self, the higher intelligence, what will it take for man, human race, to get over our barbarism? I'm using the Terror of Marseilles, the French Terror of Marseilles, and I'm using just the major arcanas, which is traditional for that deck. And I just wanted to get a message because everybody is so soul sick right now. So the first card is the Mason, God's house, basically, which would be the Tower in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So it looks like we need a major disaster. We need some kind of something from a higher source, a higher power, maybe even an asteroid, something just to come and knock us off our feet. We've built all of these structures and kingdoms and political fortresses, and just separates all of us. Something major has to happen before we realize, maybe like the plague of the old days, or some kind of major environmental catastrophe. Maybe the earth is getting too hot. Maybe it'll just become just a really hot environment and we won't be able to live as a species anymore. We need a shock. We need something. But also this card always suggests that it's coming. Once this shows up, something's on the way. Something very serious has to knock us off our perches and bring us back down to earth. Here you can see they're touching the earth and the plants once again. We've gotten way too high and mighty with our ideas, our religions, our politics that are separating us. We have to go back to some kind of reality, some kind of groundedness, and realize that we're all part of this same earth. Something has to happen, and something will happen once this card shows up. This card is showing we have to control our will. We have to move forward. We have to move forward in consciousness. He's got this crown with stars in it on his head. You know, we've been technologically advancing, but our consciousness, our compassion, our brain has not progressed. We have to move forward. What's interesting with this card and this card, I'm thinking something maybe that has to really hit us hard. And then the third card is the star. Maybe an alien craft has to land and shake us all out of our complacency. We have to move forward. We have to use our will to control, to keep our impulses. These horses are going in different directions. But he's not got the reins here. He's got the scepter. We've got to use our intelligence to control these wayward impulses that we have. They keep taking us around and around and around in the same circuit. We have to use our higher self here to move forward, not let these horses just do what they want. We have to be in control. Also, this is a card that also can represent vehicles of movement. It could be technology, you know. Maybe we have to clean up our technology, clean up our environment as well. Technology is advanced, but our hearts have not. Then the third card here is the star. So we have to have a much higher vision. We have to have higher ideals. We've lost our way. The stars were used for navigation. We've lost our way. We've lost our ideals. This is not a card of religion. This is not a card of politics. It's a card of cosmic consciousness, cosmic ideals. Here she's pouring 2 pitchers of water into the great waters of life. This is also getting back in touch with our humanity, our feelings, exposing ourselves, uncovering ourselves, our humanity, our compassion. Also realizing that we're part of a bigger cosmos, a bigger picture. Perhaps we have to shoot ourselves off into the stars and look back at this earth and realize how small we are. We're just a teeny part of this giant cosmos. And here we are killing and destroying each other and ourselves and our planet without any kind of forethought. There's no cards here the planning or consciousness or anything. It's just we're waiting, we're creating all this havoc and destruction. We're moving forward at our usual pace. This is also a chariot of conquering. This could be a war chariot. You know, we carry on. We're like Alexander the Great, all the great conquerors. But we all fall in the end, so it's an illusion. And we have to look to some sort of higher perspective. Find our bearings again. Find our place in the cosmos. Think about things like Stonehenge and some of the ancient monuments where they align themselves with the cycles of the heavens. We've forgotten our place. We've just gotten way too big, way too animalistic, and way too destructive. We think we can keep destroying things, but eventually we'll have run out of things to destroy, and we'll have destroyed ourselves as well. So that's my little message. It's not very cheerful, but I think everybody's souls are just sick of this. We've had this cycle endlessly in our human history. Something big has to happen, and if I'm being flippant, could be a ship from outer space has to land on our planet and destroy all our illusions. I mean, that's really kind of what you could get from this as well. We're just going down the wrong road, and until something desperate happens, we're not going to change our path. We're not. There's no cards of choice or change or new direction. We're just carrying on in our chariot. But this charioteer has a higher consciousness. We can move forward in a whole different way. We have to find our humanity, our place in the universe. Otherwise, I don't see that there's any change. This is the star of hope. So there is hope. But we certainly have to become much more conscious than we are as a species right now. Else we're going to destroy ourselves, run over each other, and lose hope. Well, thank you for listening. That's all I'm going to do for this week. I just don't feel... I feel like everybody needs some space and some contemplation and some soul healing. And really start thinking about what the hell is going on here. We can't keep going on in this cycle of violence and hatred. So thank you for listening. If you like, please like and subscribe. And my prayers are with everybody on earth who's suffering and is involved in violence. Let's try to move forward. Let's not just have this as a war chariot. Let's have this as Apollo's chariot riding across the heavens. Thank you. I'll be back soon.